Hello everyone, here we go. This is now the final video. And what's some of the amps now to plug in your guitar? So you've got the guitar at this point, you've got to have a good sound, or the best sound that you can find within your price range. So again, these are all options to buy new. Take care and really investigate the product you're buying if you are buying secondhand, because again, when amps go wrong, they can take quite a lot of money to sort out. So you don't want to save money by buying a secondhand amp, and they're selling the secondhand amp for a reason, because there's short connections and something's slightly wrong with it, and then you notice what's going on within the first week or two of having the amp. So again, I went down the route of buying a second-hand amp, but he showed me the receipt of when he bought it and he just didn't get on with it, and it was part of a trade-in for where I got it cheaper. So again, be careful if you're buying second-hand, but you can only do what your finances can allow you to do. So again, starting in the UK, this is I've just started to sort of in around the 150 mark really. But this one is the Vox Valvetronics. They've done so many amps since, for years, well, for decades now. Vox are going back. All their amps are good. Again, lots of effects, lots of different settings. It can give you enough on all these modeling amps where you don't even need pedals, because there's enough effects on these amps sometimes, and you don't need any extra pedals with it. Again, it's your own personal choice. But this is the VT20X modelling guitar amp from Vox. £162. So this one's from PMT, Play Music Today. Probably one of the most popular amps out there. They always plug, when I test any guitar in any music store, they always plug me into a Boss Katana. I haven't heard anyone give it a bad write-up. This is the 50, £205. Again, some people say it's just got everything that they need, and the sound quality is just excellent. The Boss Katana, they hold their prices because they're so popular. Some people sell them, you know, maybe not too far off. You might only be saving £50, $50 from buying it secondhand, but £205, absolute bargain. Boss Katana is just so popular. This amp here, the Marshall Code series, now they do it in a 25, a 50 and 100, but this actual one here, the Code 50, is the amp that I've got. I managed to get this as part of a trade-in where he only had it 6 weeks, showed me the receipt, and I didn't have to pay £279. Sorry, the last Boss Katana amp was with Thomann. But this Marshall Code 50, this is with Vanderton's. Again, if you want to go down the second-hand route, by all means, have a look about. But I can only highly recommend the Marshall Code series, and the 50s more than, I mean, the 25 would be loud enough. But for the rock sounds and the darker rock sounds that I want, this was perfect for me. And it's digital as well, so you can, you know, hook up your phone. It comes with the easy to use app, the Marshall Gateway app, as it says there, filled with 100 ready to rock presets and 24 built-in effects. And then you can manipulate all the presets and do them how you want, and then save them into your catalogue. The app is so easy to use, and there's some great rock presets on there which I love, and you save them down into your own library. But the Marshall Code 50 is excellent. I mean, I have that basically on volume 3, and otherwise it would just blow the windows out of my small place that I'm in. But I can highly recommend this, especially if you're a rock fan. Marshall's going to give off that certain tone anyway. So that one's with Andertons. Going now to the USA, so we're now with the music store. Again, we're going down a different route now. So if you like the old school Fender Blues Junior, $750. Again, it comes down to you. If you want that old tweed type of 50s, 60s sound. So again, it's another route. These keep their prices. These always go for still good money, even when on the second-hand market, because again, they're very popular. But if you like a cleaner tone, plug in your Strat or your Les Paul to that, and it's just going to come out with one general tone. And then if you want to add then your pedals, if need be, if this isn't enough. But some people just like the clean classic tone. So the Fender Blues Junior is definitely up there. There it is. The Fender 65 Deluxe Reverb. Again, so popular. $1,600. They say, I mean, even though it's a Fender amp, they always say if you plug in a Gibson Les Paul through a Fender Reverb tube amp, the combination of the two just go together, even though they're two different opposite brands. But yeah, totally different type of sound. So you get that growling Gibson of what is, you know, for whatever, you know, the Gibson pickups or humbuckers that it's got in. It blends in just, again, if it's to your taste, it just blends in with a Fender Reverb amp perfectly, if that's your type of tone. And again, some people say that this has got everything that they need with it, because the sound is just so clear. But of course you can add your pedals to this anyway for that even extra sounds. So again, they're classic. I mean, it's so, I don't know how many of them are sold around the UK and the USA and around the world every day. They're so popular. Unfortunately, out of my price range. Something that's come out quite recently, the Gibson Falcon amps. Again, tube amps. Gibson have come out with their models. They're becoming popular. Again, I've only done the 6 to take us up to around, well, this is 1800 now. And I ain't going down the megatone routes and, you know, where you're going 5,000 plus and everything for an amp. I thought I'd keep it reasonably. But just to go from basically $150 to just under $2,000 is enough. But again, these are getting good write-ups. This how what a good tube clean tone the Gibson Falcon amps now, what they've brought back. I think that was to the point where, because the reverb, the Fender Reverb amp was so good from a tube amp point of view, and people were plugging their Gibsons into a Fender amp because of the right combination between the two, you know, the reverb tube amp and the Gibson. The Gibson now I've brought one back and say, well, if you want to plug in your Gibson into a tube amp, plug your Gibson into a Gibson. And these, and again, these are becoming so popular and they've not long come out. So there you have it. Again, we're going extraordinary prices. We're going to start going above here for different amps, but from everything now from £150 or $150, $200 up to $1,800 is enough. But again, it can matter. You can have a really good guitar, but now you've got to get the correct sound. So whether it's secondhand, and if tube amps your thing, again, they hold their price even when you sell it secondhand. You've got to make sure the tubes are in good condition, obviously. But it all depends what sound now you're looking for. Try them out in the store. Even when before you buy secondhand, don't be afraid to go and try it in store. Leave the store without buying it, but you're just testing them out because you know what ones are on the secondhand market. Then you go down the route of buy them secondhand. if that's more in your price range. But test them out in the store first. It's all going to come down to your own tone of what you want out of an amp. So you have to try them. You can only go in the store and try them. And then go down the second-hand route if these are too expensive. Again, you've always got the monthly option. But so there's 6 amps on the market from the UK to the USA. And that basically concludes, because it is important. It is important that you plug in, you've got your favourite guitar, but if you ain't got a good sound coming out of your amp, you're not just getting the benefits of the guitar you just bought. So you can only do what finances allow, and you choose the best product for you, whether it's new or secondhand. So happy hunting, everyone. Get out there and choose your products. Make sure they're in good condition, especially if they are, in secondhand. Obviously, you buy them new, they're going to have a warranty if anything goes wrong anyway. Just be careful, check out everything when you're buying secondhand. And I hope you find an amp that's good for you, as well as the guitar that you'll prefer, and you put the two together, and there you have it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the videos, something a bit different, and we'll get back to more riffs being uploaded, no doubt, from Monday onwards. Thanks for all your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share these videos around, and yeah, thanks again for all your support. I'll see you in the next one.